Those things are not as roomy as they look. Well, happy Friday, Team Dyess, and welcome to another episode of News Ab Alto. I'm your host, Technical Sergeant Nicholas Phillip. Boy, have I got a lot to share, but I don't want to overload you with all the awesome things Dyess has been doing these last few weeks, so you simply must read and or watch the stories we highlight. You won't regret it. Last Friday, Dyess Airmen participated in a POWMIA flag-carrying ceremony to honor those service members listed as prisoners of war or missing in action. The ceremony coincided with the National POWMIA Recognition Day, declared to be the 16th of September. The work of Team Dyess has really been felt around the world. The 317th Airlift Group was in the thick of things during this year's Swift Response exercise out of Ramstein Air Base, Germany. The 3rd Combat Camera Squadron was on hand to capture the impressive work the men and women of the 317th were accomplishing. It takes a team of skilled airmen to ensure our C-130s are where they're needed and on time. For swift response, Army paratroopers were able to accomplish their mission thanks to the effective work of the 317th. This week also saw the return of deployed airmen from the 317th Airlift Group and 7th Bomb Wing. These airmen were all over the map, performing missions that included conducting humanitarian aid, combat airlifts, and resupplying troop carry for ongoing operations in Africa. For most, though, it was the final flight that mattered, the one which brought our airmen home to their families. This week, Dyess Airmen got to help make the world a little better for some. Airmen's First Class April Langto and Rebecca Van Syke brought us a photo story about 7th Logistics Readiness Airmen who loaded very important pallets onto a KC-10 out of Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst. The pallets contain 475,000 servings of fortified dehydrated food, which will be flown overseas and will help feed Iraqi refugees. This was a joint operation with Global Samaritan Resources. Dyess B-1s were bringing their distinct sound of freedom to an international audience over the last 3 weeks. I had the honor of accompanying the 489th Bomb Group as they deployed to RAF Fairford, England, in order to support NATO exercise Ample Strike and the NATO Days event. While these events were their primary focus, another thing happened of historical importance. In case you didn't know, last year the 489th Bomb Group was reactivated 70 years to the day they were originally stood down. Active during World War II, they flew combat missions out of RAF Halesworth in 1944. When the 489th flew to England a few weeks ago, it was their first time back to the land of tea and big clocks in 72 years. They had a chance to connect with their heritage, a task made more simple by the friends of the 489th. While I was in England, Colonel Dennis Hines, 489th Bomb Group Commander, and I also had a chance to meet some really interesting people. Plane spotters, they're called. And every day they were out there capturing some great photos of our B-1B Lancers. Well, one day he and I went out there to talk with them and ended up getting to participate in a pretty cool photo. Here's a shout out to the RAF Fairford Plane Spotters Group and the Planes, Cameras, and Banter Group. I found you all to be quite brilliant. We'll bring you more about the 49th's trip across the pond next week. As always, you can find these stories and more on our YouTube, Facebook, and our website at dyess.af.mil. Maybe you've heard the Air Force Marathon was this week at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in the amazing state of Ohio. A few Team Dyess's best were there to run hard and run fast. News Ab Alto's A1C White spoke with one of them delivering the deets.
Hey there, Team Dyess. I'm sitting here today with Lieutenant Alexandria Trobe, who just returned TDY from the Air Force Global Strike Challenge at the Air Force Marathon, and she's here to give us information on how you can get there and tips and tricks on how to stay fit. So what do you got for us, ma'am?
Great, thank you. It's awesome to be here. I just returned from the Air Force Global Strike MAGCOM Challenge, where me and 2 other members from Team Dyess competed representing Team Global Strike against all the other MAGCOMs at the Air Force Marathon. I think we did pretty good. The Air Force Marathon is very accessible for really anyone who wants to submit through a PTDY that is available through the Leave Reg. So if you want to compete for the 5K, the 10K, the half, or the full marathon at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, I highly encourage you to talk to your leadership and get that free PTDY available for you to go compete. It was real hot and humid up in Dayton, Ohio, so the best thing I would recommend doing to prepare for that race is just to get out and run during the heat in Abilene. Don't forget to drink plenty of water and stay safe out there.
Thank you very much, man, for sharing.
A few notes on some upcoming events. Next Wednesday is the quarterly calf day. It'll be kicked off with a Flightline run, which starts at 7:30. Here's a look at your free movie schedule for the Dyess Theater. Tonight at 7, you can catch Now You See Me Too, unless their hand is quicker than your eye. Good luck with that one. Tomorrow at 2 is the classic The Wizard of Oz, and after you've taken a trip somewhere over the rainbow, at 7 you can watch the comedy Central Intelligence. Interesting fact, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the world's highest paid actor of 2016. Smells like he's been cooking a lot of good life choices. Next week you can look forward to Hocus Pocus, Monster House, and The Conjuring 2. The Air Force Ball is tonight. I'll be there looking like the Air Force's James Bond and probably snapping a couple of selfies. I'll be bringing my blue steel. Some other really ridiculously good looks. And unveiling a whole new one. Want to see it?
No!
Oh, all right, here it goes. I call it the brow. Be sure to send us all of your Air Force Ball photos either to our Facebook page or to our email at 7bwpa@us.af.mil. Oh, and don't be a stranger tonight if you're there. Before I sign off though, there is one more important announcement you'll want to hear. On October 1st at 2:49 p.m., it will have been 1 year since 4 Dyess Airmen assigned to the 317th Airlift Group lost their lives in service to our country. A memorial dedicated to the memory of Torque 62 is being unveiled next Friday at the Dyess Parade Grounds. The event begins in the morning with a 7:30 run, and the dedication ceremony will start at 11. All are invited and encouraged to attend. Well, I hope you have a fun and a safe weekend, Team Dyess. We'll see you next week.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. All our latest stories can be found on dyess.af.mil.